Ladies and gentlemen, how to actually be stress-free trading forever, fixing day trading depression. Have you ever been really saddened by the markets? Has a big loss, has any loss, even a small one, have consecutive losses made you ever feel bad, depressed, ruined jobs, relationships, friends, hobbies, activities? Instead of pointing out the obvious of what all failing traders suffer from, how about we actually give you a solution after we explain what's happening? I am Mark Melnick. This is the Newsbeat Show. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Newsbeat Show. What if somebody were to walk up to you and whisper in your ear that you could go to a casino 30 minutes away from your house, an hour away from your house, doesn't matter. Drive there, play this one bet, and after that bet is over, you have to drive home and you would have to leave the casino. It would seem like a waste of time. You wouldn't want to go to a casino to just play one game and leave. People go to the casinos when they actually want to gamble a lot. Psychologically and mentally, your brain is releasing the same concoction of chemicals when you actually start trading as you do when you walk inside a casino floor. We might know the difference, but your brain reacts the same way. What if there was a true solution to that? I think it's one thing to be able to sit around and point at people's issues. I think everybody knows what traders go through. I think everybody knows what traders want, yet nobody is actually giving a true viable solution. It's always, you have problems A, B, C, D, E, F, G, but here is a link to have the greatest newsletter, the room, the education, and this is going to solve all your problems. And as human beings, we love that. We're addicted to that. We want someone to come in, just hit a button, or give us something that is going to solve all our problems. We're willing to pay whatever it costs. If I told you that I had a true solution to fixing you as a trader right now, and I do, and I am going to share it with you, but if I told you it would cost $10,000, but it would truly fix all your trading problems forever, how many people here would do it? If it really did at the end of the day, like guaranteed, fix your trading problems forever, but it's $10,000. It's a lot of money. Some of you might have to borrow some of that money. Some of you would come up with it whatever way you want. Some of you would probably go to the extent of doing things that you're not too proud of to come up with that money. And you have paid, I know, considering that traders have paid way more money than that. How about I'll make you a deal? I'm going to make you a deal right now. Instead of charging you $10,000, I'm going to give you a true solution that can fix all your trading right now. It's going to cost you not $0. It will cost you something. Your time. Your time watching this video, and you actually have to promise me right now to take it seriously. If I tell you to do, if you are failing and you are having a hard time trading right now, if you are, I ask you for a verbal commitment. I ask you for a verbal commitment that you'll watch this entire video and take the steps necessary to do so. I'm not going to show you a bunch of stupid charts and where I think the market is going to go, despite the fact that yes, I was the person who yesterday on the show gave you the top of the spiders, the bottom of IWM, the top of Apple, the dead bottom of Netflix, and the dead bottom of the S&P 500. Yesterday, I gave you those levels for today. I'm not going to show you them. Go look them up yourself. I'm not here to do that. I'm not here to tell you what I think about the fact that the Mets finally got bought out by somebody worth $9 billion, a minority stakeholder, and the Mets are going to probably be the World Series champions in next year. But I'm not here to talk about that either. Instead, I ask you for a commitment that as you watch this video, you spend the time doing it. I don't want to waste your time. If you are not willing to put in whatever I'm about to tell you in this video, honestly, you can exit because I will be wasting your time. I'm not asking you for $10,000. I could easily do it, like what every other guru on Wall Street does. And I could create this product and it would take me a day, a long day, like 5, 6 hour day, and I'll bang out a product and I'll sell hundreds of thousands of dollars, maybe over $1 million by the end of year 2 of whatever product I can create. And I can do that. But how about I give it to you for free, financially free, but not chronologically free? I need your time and I need your effort to step forward and humor me on this one because I will prove to you that you are addicted to day trading, and I will prove to you how you do not need to be stressed anymore, and I will prove to you that you can be a profitable trader. And I will give you the answers too. You guys with me? You have to switch the G and the F, Lax, bro. You guys ready? Okay, here it is. We're going to talk about fixing day trading addiction. We're going to talk about the things, how you know if you are addicted to trading. And I'm going to just more use these as just a baseline of steps, and then I will give you the answer. Now, why is going through this baseline of steps that I'm about to share with you important before I give you the answer? Because if I give you the answer and you do not understand why you're doing it, it's going to fall upon deaf ears, even if you want to listen and learn it. There is psychological, empirical, and statistical evidence that is practically mathematically indisputable, showing that, for example, a placebo pill, if I gave you a sugar pill, and let's say you had a stomach ache, and I gave you a bottle that said, this bottle will cure stomach aches, and it was a sugar pill, it has a 752% efficacy increase if you were to just read that label before taking a simple sugar pill that you think is a drug by just saying that a label that it's meant to cure stomach aches. Never underestimate the power of words and suggestion. It is a very powerful thing. And yes, I will exploit that because if exploiting that turns you into a profitable trader, I couldn't give a less how I accomplish this for you. Okay, let's get right into it. If you're excited about what you're hearing, slap the like button right now. I would slap it, but they don't allow me to since I'm making this video. Humor me, ladies and gentlemen. Trading addiction is a major problem with no easy solution. But the more you learn about it, the more prepared you are going to be able to identify it, understand it, work with it, and at the end of this video, allow me to solve it. In this video, I will be discussing what you can do to look at and stop your trading addiction. You are addicted to trading. And you know what? It's not your fault. It's actually the human brain, or if you want to call it primitive aspects of our human brain. This is how we figure out things that we like. The signs of trading addiction, as well as what consequences it can have on your life, are indisputable. People's lives have been destroyed by trading. Really destroyed. Families ruined, ripped apart, depression, stress. I would go as far to say as some of the world's worst diseases could have been caused by trading. So maybe you're not addicted to trading. When I say addicted to trading, I don't want a negative connotation with this. Most people who are addicted to trading are actually just hard workers and have a phenomenal work ethic and are trying to make the people around them proud. It is much different than the person sitting in front of the slot machine and pulling it all day for 12 hours straight. Now, even though there might not be a bad bone in either body, one has a larger sense of purpose than the other. However, your brain does not understand the difference. We all know trading is exciting, stimulating, especially when you're tempted by the amount of money you can make. However, too much trading does become addictive naturally because you keep trying to drop serotonin and dopamine concoctions within your body to make you feel better. I unfortunately have had somebody that I love very much who was in the hospital, and I never had to use one myself. Knocking on my wood IKEA table, thank God. But how many people know that when you're in the hospital, they give you the little button to add the pain medication and you could keep clicking it? You know what I'm talking about? Whether it's a morphine drip or whether it's something else, they give you the little button in the hospital. How many of you guys know what I'm talking about? And then you press the button and it delivers the drug to you when you're in pain. Yep. Some of you, unfortunately, might know firsthand. The difference is in trading. There is nobody stopping you from the amount of times you could press that button. In the hospital, it's actually, there's a computer controlling how often you are allowed to press that button. I mean, you could press it 100 times. It's not going to work 100 times. You would kill yourself. Instead, there's a time lapse where every time you press it, a certain amount of time goes by before you are allowed to actually have it work when you press it again. In the world of trading, ladies and gentlemen, that does not exist. Trading, just like life, is about finding balance in everything you do. So, how do you know, for example, that you have become addicted to trading? As I said before, many of you who are addicted to trading are actually some of the hardest, intelligent people that I have ever spoken to in my entire life. How do you know? As with any other type of addiction, you don't become obsessed with trading the first time you try it. You may like it, which is okay. You might then choose to even become even more involved with the markets, maybe to such a degree that you don't really do very much else. And believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, that is actually the exact moment where it all goes wrong for 99% of us. You might have had some good trades, maybe you had some good investments in the past, you made the right moves, and you know what you thought to yourself, this is what I need to do for the rest of my life. You needed more. So it's not that you don't even realize that you have a problem at first, but it's gradually growing in your life if you don't take control. See, I never knew this. And I didn't take control till I was fighting an absolute beast in front of me. You start to bet more so you can make your dreamed fortune even faster. And even when you begin to lose, you continue to play the game and invest more money, hoping you will get that big win that will make it all worth it. In the end, you keep on losing, but there's something that prevents you from stopping it right there. Does anybody type in 55 if you know what I'm talking about? So signs, I know what I'm talking. I'll type it in chat too. Signs of trading addiction are the most common psychological trap you can fall into is trying to win back everything you lost. And by the way, I'm giving you solutions for all this, but if you cannot resonate with what I am saying, again, my words will fall upon deaf ears. You begin to bet more and more each time because you persuade yourself that the next trade will be it. There really is only one outcome for such behavior. And if we can promise you, even if I can come to you and just promise you that it is not a profitable one, this is really one of the most common ways that many people enter their addictions. They don't want to take in the loss since they know that they can make it all up, only once they get to trade a little more. There's some mathematical justifications for that logic. Unfortunately, it never pans out into reality. See, math is never right or wrong. It's exact. It's a number. It doesn't take into account humanity. We are not robots. There's some really clear signs of trading addictions, and you should really keep an eye on what I'm about to tell you to alert yourself of the real problem. Again, I will be giving you solutions to these. But if I cannot resonate with you with one thing here, again, I am wasting your time. And I do not want to do that. So pay special attention to what I'm about to tell you. If you could say yes to one of these 6 things, I can help you right now. Ready? Ready? You spend too much time trading, you start neglecting your friends, family, job, yourself, relationship, hobbies, loved one, whatever. That's number 1. Okay. Step 2, your life is more about trading than anything else. Trading is your life. You start to bet large sums of money into trading. Large sums of money is whatever large for you is. 4, you often feel aggressive, frustrated, and often try to suppress other problems. 5, you ready for this one? You neglect yourself to the point where you don't care about your physical health or personal hygiene. I don't need you to answer if that's you or not. I need you to answer it to yourself. You don't need to tell me. I don't if you didn't shower in the past week, I don't want to smell you, but at least admit it to yourself. 6, you start to borrow money or use credit cards to trade with what you don't have yet. If you cannot answer yes to any one of those 6 things, you can exit this video now if you wish, unless you wish to learn, because I will not be able to help you. If you answered yes to any one of those 6 things, one or more, I have a solution for you. Excuse me, solutions. And it's going to cost you your time. And as you can imagine, trading addiction has a major negative effect on multiple areas of your life. Any addiction will take over your good sense and practical approach to make room for your junky behavior. Trading addiction can affect everything in your life, from your financial well-being to your relationships, everything that you have with your friends and family. When you're addicted to trading, you don't care about anything else than being there to trade. It's like having money to trade, making good deals while trading, earning more money to cover your losses. And addiction transforms you and affects the way you react to the real world. And of course, the side effects, if you answered any of the top 6 things, look, Captain Know-It-All to the rescue here, right? Don't worry, Captain Know-It-All comes with solution. Captain Know-It-All does put out answers on the first date. A trading addiction can cause serious damage to your life. You need to hear this because this is going to help me help you. Maybe you need to hear it from somebody like me. Maybe your wife, your husband, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your partner is not telling you these things. You damage your financial well-being by betting your money, borrowing money, taking up loans from the bank. That can destroy your financial and psychological well-being. You damage your relationships by spending less quality time with your friends, family, maybe even children if that's whom you spend time with. Anyone, any one of those things. You borrow money from them, acting frustrated and cranky all the time. It's not because you're a jerk, believe me. Believe it or not, even though you're responsible for it, it's really not your fault. That might make you feel better. You are 100% responsible for it, but it's not your fault. You damage your health by being concerned with trading all the time, by stressing out about your losses, which can and will cause a chaotic lifestyle. Maybe you have a full-time job, another job, and you're damaging your career by being less involved in your full-time job or other job. And you also damage your confidence by feeling like a loser when you keep on losing money following a destructive behavior. All in all, Trading addiction causes serious damage to all aspects of your life and can lead to serious problems. Are you guys ready for the solutions? Guys ready? See, you thought I was going to take all your time tonight, right? Not all, just some. So, how do you really stop this trading? If you suffer from any of those things that I mentioned, you are a trading addict. 99.99999%. I'm not a doctor, but I just diagnosed you. Fortunately, you have a choice and you can cure your trading addiction by taking steps in the right direction, in which I'm about to share with you. As with any other addiction, you cannot get rid of it in a day. Sorry, but you can work to change and repeat good behavioral patterns every day, and it's never too late to start. It is never too late to start. So I need you to do some of these things before I can help you. There's a psychological reason for it. Again, I don't get paid money by you doing these steps. The only thing I get is emails from people saying how I've changed their lives around through these videos. That I do get. And selfishly, I love them and I do enjoy them. And a lot of times I print them out and I save them in a folder because it's where I go to feel good. Okay? How's that for a little dose of honesty? First thing I need you to do, write this down, is admit that you have issues. You have to admit that you have a problem. Don't just say that you know you might have exaggerated with trading the last few days, weeks, months, years, but everything is fine. I know I can do it. And you want to know the answer? You really can. You're right on that. But instead, I need you to admit it to yourself that you are truly addicted and that this behavior doesn't represent who you are and that it can be changed. If you do not admit that, I will not be able to help you. You have to do these steps. I'm sorry that it might be hard for you. I know I'm not even pretending that it's easy. Can you look yourself in the mirror and say, insert your name here? Let's say I'm speaking to myself. Mark, you are addicted to day trading. Mark, this is not who you really are. Mark, you can change that now. Now, obviously, substitute Mark for whatever your name is. Unless your name is Mark, then just repeat it exactly the way I did. If you could do that in front of a mirror, I can help you. It's hard. The first time I did that, I looked in a mirror and I'm like, oh my God, I can't do this. Like, you know what I noticed? This is the funny part. Your eyes start moving away from the mirror because it was hard to look yourself in the face and say that. You have to say that you realize you have a real problem with trading that you need to address. I'm going to tell you how to really fix it. This is just the steps towards that. The next thing I need you to do, number two, is analyze the situation and know where you stand. How much time do you spend trading? How much money have you lost? I need you to write these things down. What causes you to trade? And why do you continue to do it? Answer all these questions. If you forgot something, Mark, you're talking too fast, rewind this video and watch this part right now and write down the questions. I'm not writing them down for you. I'm not going to drive over your house and, fax you over a sheet of paper, which I should do. Melnick should have a faxing service. Anyway, that's for another time. So you need to say how much time you spend trading. This is the analyzation part. How much money you've lost, what causes you to trade, why you continue doing it, what will you miss the most if you don't trade anymore? And you have to be completely real with yourself and don't fear to admit the truth. Watch, I'll give you an example. Mark, the New York Knicks suck. You enjoy watching them. You keep fantasizing about them making the playoffs, but they let you down every year. How much time do I spend watching the New York Knicks? Let's see, 82 games, about 2 hours. About 164 hours. How much money have I lost on the New York Knicks? With the Mitchell Robinson jerseys and whatnot. I don't know, and the tickets that I bought, probably 5, 6 grand over the past couple years. What causes you to watch the Knicks, and why do you continue to do it? Because I enjoy rooting for my New York team. What will you miss the most if you don't watch the New York Knicks anymore? Not Frank Ntilikina. But now actually do that when it comes to trading. This will make you realize, believe it or not, that you are not a loser, but somebody who made some mistakes and is now working to fix those mistakes. See, this is the beautiful part because now I'm structuring you, and then I'm going to deliver you the actual strategy and answer. Stay tuned. Third thing I need you to do is be responsible. You need to take responsibility for your actions. I need you to understand the harm you caused and how it affected not only you, but everyone else around you. I am not saying this is easy, but until you get to that dead bottom place where you recognize things have gone very wrong, only then can you make it right. Own the situation that you are in now because it's the only way to find a solution. Ladies and gentlemen, why do you think that quote on the bottom right exists? Sometimes things have to go very wrong before they can be right. I need you mentally to make things very wrong before I can help you make them right. Because only if I could pull you to the bottom of the barrel of the trampoline will it have enough force to spring you back up. The next step I was going to tell you to do is ask for help, but you don't need to do that because I'm going to take care of that step for you. Normally, I would ask you to find somebody to talk to, somebody who actually supports your trading, which, if you're having a hard time, is 99.9%, some of you do, is not your, significant other. This is going to help you heal and understand better that you are not a monster and that the trading addiction can be cured and better yet, can be turned into something financially lucrative. And the next part I was going to tell you is make a plan for your trading future. I'm going to take care of most of this plan for you. But what I need you to do for me on this one is you're going to have to write down the behavior that I'm about to share with you in which you need to repeat. How you're going to address the frustration, how you're going to feel. Think about the healing process. And the last thing is, and this is just the last thing before I start plugging in the answers. The last thing is how many people ever watched a movie where somebody jumps in a car and they're like, drive, drive, drive. They don't even say where because they just want the car to move away. How many people have heard of that before? Like you see it in the movies, right? They jump in the car, drive, drive, drive the expletive vehicle, drive, drive, right? Guess what? There's something powerful behind that. If you could go on a small trip, drive, get lost, focus on discovering a new place. I don't even care if it's in your neighborhood. Just turn down some weird streets, look at some weird stores. It's going to be easier for you to refrain from trading, which is going to be a very important part of making money trading since your mind is busy with something else. Now, the answers. The first step I need you to do is set an alarm at 10 o'clock a.m. on your phone. All my friends use Samsung phones, including my wife. We're all not perfect, are we? But I happen to use an Apple phone. It's very simple. There's a thing over here called alarm. It literally it comes up on the clock app, like right there. There's like that little clock app. Oh God, the glare. I'm trying to block the glare here. Like, there you go. You see the clock app right there. Oh God, it's so. Yeah, anyway, there's a clock app. Oh, I know my webcam hates it. It's like, Mark, what are you doing? Go on the clock app, and what I need you to do is I need you to copy this. It's an alarm right over here for 10 o'clock a.m. and 11 o'clock a.m. That's Eastern Standard. So if you're on the West Coast, adjust it. This is Eastern Standard Time. So the market opens at 9:30. I need you to have an alarm 30 minutes after the market opens and an hour and a half after the market opens. Now here's the rules. Here's the rules. If you make money on your first trade, this is if you're struggling. You log out and you're done for the day. Now let me teach you how to make money on your first trade. I was able to run after last night's video throughout the day here. I asked a bunch of traders who are close friends of mine about their losing days compared to their winning days in the past 3 months, and their losing trades as opposed to their winning trades in the last 3 months. Now, when they were doing their trades, they were doing limit orders and market orders. That's how they were doing their trades. These traders, some are make more than money than me. One trader is up like 7.5 million. Member of the room, like phenomenal trader. And there's other traders who are down like one trader is down like 100, let's say $125,000. Now, what I ask these traders to do is I ask them how many trades did they make with market orders? How many trades did they make with limit orders? What percentage of their trades were limit as opposed to market? Sounds pretty innocent. This is only based on the entry of the trade, not the exit. When they entered a position, you ready? You ready? When they entered a position, you're gonna love these stats. You know, I almost feel like this is Family Feud. We asked 100 people, what is the easiest way to blow out an account? Mark, what is market orders? Let's see market orders. Ding, 99. People who blow out their account, ladies and gentlemen, use market orders to enter their positions. When I say blow out, I mean have that one horrible day that you've had to enter, not exit. Enter, exit maybe as well. Likely exit in that position, but enter. One of the easiest ways to not have psychological toxicity and have one of the easiest ways to solve all these problems, I know it sounds so stupid and simple, is to force yourself to use limit orders for the entry. If you go back on your results, if you go back on your results, what I have seen, and I just did not a lot of traders here, but I did get some good data from some losing traders, and I'll probably garner more. But out of these 12 traders, and a lot of them use limited market orders on different days, what I was looking for in these traders is a day where they had a big, big down day in their opinions. Traders who've had a bigger drawdown than what they would have ever expected to draw down. That was my criteria in choosing them. What? There's only 13 of them. 13 traders. And some of them are millionaires, by the way. Some of them have been losing hundreds of thousands in the market. What percentage of those traders who had a blowout down day blew out their trade by entering in a market position? Out of those 13 traders, there were 22 blowouts for the entire year. And then I did the limit orders and market orders for the past few months. But for the entire year, 2019, not a full year, I guess, 11 months and whatever a week, what percentage of those people blew out their account on a trade in which they opened up with market orders? 22 trades. How many of those 22 trades were opened up, initiated with a market order? Take a guess in chat right now. YouTube, Facebook, room. Take a guess. 98% would be kind of mathematically difficult, Amy, considering there are only 22. It's 100%. It's 100%. 100%. So I was looking at their best days. So I took the 565 days. I took the 5 best days that these traders had in the last 3 months now. 65 trades. What percentage of those trades were initiated with limit order versus market out of 65? 49 out of 65 trades. I don't even know what percent that is, but I could do it in my head, but I don't want to catch a migraine. 49 divided by 65. 75% of them. 75% of those trades were initiated through limit. The 5 best days that these winning and losing traders had in the past 3 months. When you fight for your fill, the worst case scenario is you don't get filled. The best case scenario is you get a price that you consider to be very good. I implore you, there's certain strategies where you cannot do limit orders on. I get it. Which is why I start actually talking about front running through market orders, but I want to leave that through another discussion day. Yeah, we batted well today. We batted well today. But if you can use limit orders, here's the answers now. If you can use a limit order and stop trading after you're up money on your first trade, I will guarantee you this. Statistically, it would be difficult, in my humble opinion, to the point where the odds are so stacked in your favor that you couldn't lose money. I know you can lose money. See, the problem is, I am not, or the solution, I'm not just another guru. What happened to all the gurus who sit there boasting their numbers and all of a sudden they just disappear and start talking about something else? The problem is a lot of these people on Wall Street are not consistent because they don't actually change their strategies. But if you approach strategies in terms of just trying to get filled on the bid by limit order, I don't mean putting a limit order 10 cents above the offer. Adding liquidity, limit order. If you're able to do that and stop trading after your first trade, you're going to start the healing process massively. The vast majority of traders lose money after 11 o'clock a.m. Now, I know that you don't want to drive over to a casino, prepare all day, pull the slot machine once, make even a small or modest amount of money, take the money, and walk away. That is going to be the hardest thing you have to do. But if you can do that, you are not, as step one shows, you are not going to spend more and more time on the stock market. You're not going to be continuously looking at your phone during lunch, looking at Yahoo or Google Finance or one of the other stock apps. Trading is not going to become the main activity of your day. You're going to be bored to tears. I am telling you, the most common issue that I have found with traders who are following this regimen right now, Mark, I'm making money, but I don't know what to do with my time anymore. And then I start recommending Netflix shows to watch and Amazon Prime shows. I kid you not. And it's a real discussion. What should I do with? Do you have any hobbies? No. Play a video game. I don't know. Go out, drive somewhere, step outside, turn off your computer. Turn off your computer. I tell people, write this one down. If you make money on your first trade, pull the power cord out of your computer. Pull it out from the socket in from the back of your tower of your computer or whatever. If you're trading with a laptop, okay, whatever. But if you have a stand like a desktop computer, pull out the wire of the power, pull it out of the wall, roll it up and put it in your pocket and walk away. If you follow what I'm saying, you will completely avoid step 3. You will not try to recover losses and restore control by trading, increasing your position. Your outside life is going to be positively impacted by your trading. You're going to be healthier. You're going to sleep better. You're going to gain your interest back in your previous hobbies. You're going to be a nicer person and actually active with your friends, your relationships. Better if you have another job. The only form of safe sex, ladies and gentlemen, as they say, is abstinence. The only form of safe trading is to hit it once and leave. If you don't leave, you are begging for every issue that I just said. Prove me wrong. You prove me wrong. You follow the steps in this video. You're not going to prove me wrong. You'll be thanking me. Prove me wrong, though. Take one trade a day. You make money, pull your power cord out, shut down your laptop, put it in a safe, put it away, walk away. Set your alarm for 10 and 11 o'clock a.m. just to warn you of the time. Shut it off. Walk away from trading. Be abstinent. Hit it and quit it. Don't hit it and keep smashing it over and over and over and over and over again because you're going to fall down and collapse. The market was not meant to do multitude of trades. The market was meant to be approached calmly. And I know while saying that you could enter in with a limit order is going to solve all your problems, and doing one trade and logging off is going to solve all your problems. But if I told you that it would solve probably over 95 to 99, maybe 100% of you, if I'm lucky, of your issues, if you followed what I'm saying, you would approach what I'm telling you a lot differently. I implore you to try it for a month. Try it for 1 month. I'm going to have an open house next week. I'm not even here to promote it for you. Figure out how to join. Maybe you'll get something in your email. Again, I'm not here to sell you anything. But if you could do this, then just maybe, the 47 minutes of time, 45 minutes of time approximately that you spent on this video just changed your life forever. Because sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, in order for you to succeed, things have to go very wrong before they can be right. I know I am living proof of that statement. Slap the like button if you like this video. Happy trading, make money. And we'll see you guys. Oh, the levels. You could screenshot that if you want. We'll see you guys tomorrow on the Newsbeat live trading broadcast. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening.